his lead. Stage 32 out of 65. Wycombe, almost dark. Pond still second, and he is catching Alen. But Toivonen is charging, only 40 seconds behind Pond as he races towards the service halt.
Either with further snow showers and a widespread sharp frost, temperatures dip down to about -3 degrees and even lower in some of the...
We're in the fire tower, the famous service area in the Dorby Forest, and we're on the snow line because there is snow on the ground. All around me, the mechanics are anxiously waiting. This section is one of the longest stages, and it's 25 miles long. It's tough, it's hard, and Marco Alen and Tony Pond are still slugging it out for the lead. Is there going to have been any difference in the gap as they emerge for service? Well, here's Pond, cool and calm as ever. And now here's Alen, and Pond was fastest over the Dorby stage. He's closed the gap by 30 seconds. And look at Alen, he's been off into a fire break and he's damaged the Lancia's rear suspension.
There's only too much mud, you know, one corner and out. You know, I've seen red on and fire.
So, without hesitation, down into the icy mud go the mechanics, anxiously watched by co-driver Kivimäki, who realises that time is slipping away and that this could lose the rally.
Completely ice, or I don't know, muddy or something, you know, it's terrible her place. About 10 kilometers, it's like no tracks and no brakes, only car is going.
New hub and disc brake at the ready, and I must say that this is a bit different from sunny Italy. It was never like this in Sorrento. And as Alen roars off, Toivonen's in trouble too. Differential broken, and there's no time to change it. On through the bitter, icy night into Keilder Forest, where the conditions are appalling, and on to Scotland. First light on Wednesday morning, and this is Cardrona, the most northerly stage of the whole rally. The competitors have been driving through the night, through the forests of Yorkshire and Scotland. There are 76 crews left. This stage is like glass. One of the course cars has gone off already, and the news is that Tony Pond is closing on Marco Alen. But not enough. At Cardrona, where it's difficult even to stand up on the icy ground, Alen still leads. And Tony Pond is not second, he's third, in spite of being effortlessly fast and smooth. For Toivonen, whose last major rally win was the RAC in 1980, is absolutely inspired. Up to second and really flying. For poor Michael Sundstrom, though, a sting in the RAC rally's tail. Still an excellent fourth at Cardrona, but then a gigantic car-wrecking roll at Kilburn Hill finishes his drive. So, up to 8th in the Burley Nissan, 3rd in the two-wheel drive contest, Terry Cabey. And look at this, up to 7th from 23rd, Russell Brooks in the Opel. Carlisle, 3.5 gruelling days and nights since the rally began. But now a short halt before attacking the forests again. What about tonight, and then back into the forest and Keilder in particular?
I can't wait to get there. I just can't wait. It's really good for my flu. Every time I frighten myself, I feel better.
What's happening? What's happening to the flu?
Well, I'm frightening it away. Yeah,
Still gripping you, is it?
Grips me, not as much as fear.
Now, what about the dreaded Lancias? Can you do anything about them?
Well, not why they remain sort of indestructible and attack the scenery from all angles and carry on. I've just got no answers for that.
And the Metro?
Metro's been very, very good. We've had no problems with the car at all. It's just been driver.
How much sleep are you going to get now?
I don't know. Depends when you let me go.
Yes, that's Through the streets of Carlisle and the massive rally traffic jams, Russell Brooks swings his 275 horsepower Opel Manta into the Castle Yard Park Fairmare.
What about Keilder again? Does that fill you with foreboding?
No, Keilder's changed a lot in recent years. It used to be extremely rough and extremely tough. The Forest Commissioner have regraded the roads over the years and they've gradually got smoother and smoother, and it really is one of the fastest and smoothest forest sections there are in Britain today.
Apart from the fact you need a bit of a shave, you look amazingly chipper. Do you feel all right?
Yes, I feel top form actually. I'd love to carry on through the rest of the night now.
From the second night traverse of Keilder south through the Lake District to the finish back at Nottingham. So, what's been happening overnight and how to find out? No problem. Get on the old dog and bone.
Marco Alen, who had taken the lead of the rally on Monday morning, lost 5 minutes on the walk stage at around midnight last night and dropped to third place behind his Lancia teammate Henry Toivonen and the MG Metro of Tony Pond. Pond and Toivonen, who had been separated by...
Alen off. So, number 6 Toivonen leads and goes on to win his second Lombard RAC rally. And Alen makes an incredible recovery to take second place despite touring at icy Grisdale, and make it an even more incredible first and second for Lancia. Down to third, entirely due to unsuitable tyres, goes Tony Pond, after fighting every inch of the way in a rally to remember. Fourth, a magnificent fourth, Per Eklund, who's proved again that experience pays. Fifth, and the first two-wheel drive car, Juha Kankkunen in his last drive for Toyota. And the best of the British, Jimmy McRae, to win his private war with Russell Brooks. Terry Cabey takes 8th after a dogged never-say-die drive to enhance his growing reputation. And Russell Brooks' fine fighting 8th place helps to secure the prestigious team prize for Opel. In the surprising Skoda, Norwegian John Hawkland makes it an unprecedented 13 class wins in 13 years. And in her Peugeot with Ellen Morgan, Louise Aitken-Walker takes the ladies' prize. I'm sure that not even Lancia expected to win, but they came, they saw, and they conquered. And how? First and second, suddenly to create a new generation of supercar. But then so did MG.
It's been a hell of a battle because of the pressure of not wanting to go off or have a replay of last year and still try and remain competitive. So we had a strategy before we started and we stuck to it. And it didn't quite pay. You know, it came very close, but it didn't work.
Well, you're being very modest because you haven't been at all well the whole rally.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, but you have to live with these things and you know, can't make excuses.
Well, we've obviously got a competitive package. How about 1986?
Well, I think in World Championship terms, it's the car is so reliable. If we can come up with this again and continue, I mean, it's going to get in the frame on every event.
Henry Toivonen and Neil Wilson, glorious victors with Lancia of the Lombard RAC Rally.
Well, it took a long time to win it. Actually, I'm quite relaxed because, you know, after so many things what has happened during this rally, and now it just dropped on the hands, it's so difficult still to understand. I mean,
Henry, what are the high points of the rally that you remember now?
well, of course I remember that when I was on the roof.
Yeah.
But Keilder Forest, I think, that I will remember always. It was so difficult.
Well done.
Thanks a lot.